Good morning. It's fancy coffee time. It's a late fancy coffee time today because your girl was out past bedtime last night, okay? Way past bedtime. And I already started my coffee while I was on the phone with my husband because I'm late, so he already left for work. And then I woke up and I was like, I miss you. And he hits Toots Fruits. Yesterday was an amazing day. I had the time of my life. Now, it didn't work out as we had planned, but it worked out even better. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday, me and Maddie wanted to take all the kids swimming. We wanted to go swimming. So I pack up. I go pick up Giovanni, my best friend's son, and we head out to go swimming. Now, we knew it was going to storm, okay? But the kids had already been promised swimming. And so we get there. The kids can only swim for about an hour and a half before the storm rolls in, which is fine. We were going for 2 hours, but 30 minutes short, whatever. So after that, we're like, let's take them for dinner. We went to this place in Bellevue called Dragon City Chinese. Oh, it was so good. So good. And then after that, we went to a place called Scoops for ice cream. We took the babies for ice cream. And then after that, we went to a place called Mochi and You, I think, to get a Korean corn dog that we all shared. It was a wild day of food yesterday. And then after that, he almost fell. And then after that, Giovanni wanted to go over to Maddie's house and play with Smooch and Beepers. So that's what we did. And then Maddie sent me home with so many crystals, it's not even funny. Okay? So I'm gonna show you because I haven't even looked at a lot of these. I got this one, Gorgina. Ooh, she's so beautiful. If you don't know, crystals are like protection, energy protection. And we're not gonna talk about how many Maddie has. Nay. No, we are not. When that woman says she has crystals, she ain't lying, okay? And then we've got this. Oof. Hold on. So, my husband didn't go yesterday. Now, I was supposed to go to a family reunion. That didn't happen because my husband's back was, not good. So, he stayed home, and he doesn't mind if I go. Ooh, look how pretty that is. If I go and do things with my friends. Look at this one. Ah, that's one of my faves. It's amethyst something. I can't remember what she called it. But it's a little skull. So anyways, he told me he was just gonna do laundry and cat litter. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I came home. He did the laundry, the cat litter, the dishes. He also went to 2 different GNCs to try to find my electrolyte, which he thinks they discontinued. He couldn't find my favorite electrolyte. So instead, he got me 2 cherry limeades and America Pop and a Straw Bango because I drink electrolytes almost every single day. I have to because of my training schedule. I work out a lot, you guys. So hydration station all the time. And especially with doing the sauna, it's crucial that you have hydration. So he did that. And I came home and I was like thinking he was just gonna like relax all day. Nay. And he was like, babe, I didn't fold the laundry. I don't care. I will gladly fold all that laundry. You did. My dishes were piled up so high because I'd been like running around like crazy and just forgetting that they were there. He did all the dishes. Oh, God. What did I do? Well, I know what I did to deserve this man. I became me. That's it. And he loves me for it. Daisy, I don't know what you're into, but you better get out. And then I got a blue lace crystal from Maddie. We're jumping all over the place here. Okay. There's one that I think I accidentally left in my car. Hold on. Daisy's getting into something she should not be getting into. Okay, so then these are like, boom, look how pretty. And then this one, I forget what this one is. Maddie knows all the names of all the crystals. I don't, but that's cute. And then I got a little heart, beautiful. But this one is my favorite. I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite crystal that she gave me. Like, I am obsessed, okay? It's a chakra stone. Look at it. Tell me that's not freaking gorgeous, okay? So all of these need to get hung up. And then Claire gave me some crystals the other day too. See, all my friends, we're all weird. And we all collect rocks. For reasons though. Not for no reasons, for reasons. And then Claire actually gave me these. A facial mask. Oh my God. Oh my God, Claire, I have to. I am so happy I read these. What do you think these look like? Let me give you an idea of what I think you should think it looks like. I don't know, right? Claire made me a little basket with a present in it last week. She put these in there. Well, thank God I read. because these are not electrolytes. They are face masks. There's a fermented rice and a hyaluronic acid. Okay, how cool. Thank you, Claire. I am so happy I read these because that would have been so bad if I would have drank these. Okay, anyways, that's cool. So yes, yesterday was so much fun. And then we went to this, we went to this place. I already said the name of it. And your girl used to run restaurants for a living. Okay, now, I can always tell when I'm unwanted somewhere. We went for ice cream, and we walk in, and there's this sweet, younger guy working, right? And then there's this woman working. And this young man, and I can tell you, I am not a complainer at all. I can't even tell you the last time I complained at a restaurant. I don't, because I was in the industry for years. This poor guy, like me and Maddie and Joe are standing in this ice cream shop and we're like so uncomfortable because the woman working is clearly not enjoying her job. She hated us. She hated us for even walking into that building, okay? So this young gentleman working, a doll, absolutely a doll. I'm actually going to email and be like, hey, you need to give him a raise because okay. I ran restaurants for 2 decades of my life. I can see a pure and total staffing cancer. Okay, that's what this woman is. She's cancer. And I'll tell you why. That young man, no matter how rude she was being to everybody, no matter what a bitch she was being, I don't care what's going on in your life. If your day is that hard, you need to call off work. Because those little babies didn't need their eyes rolled at them for looking at ice cream. Okay, they're children. You work in an ice cream shop. 1 + 1 = 2, honey. Okay, they weren't being obnoxious. She was like that with everybody that walked in there. And it was funny because like me and Joe were standing there and we were laughing because she's making us so uncomfortable, rolling her eyes and like smacking, like giving us attitude because we're fucking ordering ice cream, right? Shit you not. So again, this kid, the gentleman, I am gonna write an email because the owners of that location need to know. It's Scoops in Bellevue. I ain't gonna lie to kick it, okay? Whoever was working last night, that woman needs a new job. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this now. You're a cancer. You made us so, if you see this, if you ever see this, you made every single person in that building uncomfortable because you were so miserable, okay? And I am a ray of fucking sunshine. That's hard to do. Anyways, this guy, so sweet, he kept apologizing to us. We're like, hey, whatever. So we leave. Now, I worked in the restaurant industry for decades. Maddie and Joe own their own restaurant. So you've got 3 professionals who all immediately can see what's happening. We see that poor kid just showed up to work and she makes him hate his life because it's very likely that she hates her life, okay? So she in turn treats everybody that walks through those doors like a piece of shit because she doesn't want to be there, which like, I don't understand why. Because like, personally, in my opinion, out of all the restaurants I worked at, all of my restaurants, you were like hot and sweaty and hanging over a grill with a hood band that's likely so condensated from humidity that grease is dripping on your physical body. And chick, you are in an air-conditioned ice cream store. Slap a fucking smile on your face, for God's sakes. Like, ice cream is supposed to make people happy. Anyways, we go outside and we're like, Joe's like, man, she didn't want us here. And Maddie was like, I know, out of all the food service jobs, like this is the best one you can have and you still hate it. Maybe you shouldn't be in customer service. Well, we're outside talking for like 15, 20 minutes, right? We just walked in that store. We dropped $50. I know it's not great. I know it's not like hundreds. $50 on some motherfucking ice cream though? When a little half gallon could have cost us $4 at the John Nichols? Are you shitting my dick right now, Susan? Anywho, Toots Fruits. We're outside for like 15, 20 minutes. Kids got to go to the bathroom. No, it was more like an hour. We went outside because we walked across the street. We went to that mochi and then we went back. And we're outside hanging out. Beepers has to go to the bathroom. So Maddie takes them back into the ice cream store because we just frequented there. We just, that miserable human being working forced her to purchase something to use the bathroom after we just dropped $50. She was like, but we're still here. And the girl was like, no, you have to purchase something. So that poor guy who felt so shitty because she's Listen, I would not want to be married to her, okay? Because that, like, do you know how hard it is to make me feel that uncomfortable and unwanted? Jesus. Anywho, this guy felt so bad for Maddie because that woman was being such a bitch. He was like, I am so sorry. I'll give you my employee discount. He gave her an employee discount on a bottle of water so a baby could go potty. Are you shitting me? I was like, you know what? I told Maddie and Joe, I said, I don't complain, but I'm going to send an email on this one. And I'm going to let whoever owns this location, because I'll tell you, I had an employee that worked like that for me. I had an employee, and I'll name drop her right now. Her name was Shannon. When Shannon walked into my location and handed in her fucking keys in the middle of lunch rush, everyone couldn't stand Shannon so much that when she walked out, that's what the staff did. Okay? So I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen when this girl quits her job. Because if you don't like people, you don't have to show up there to work. You can go get a different job. Because it's like, I'm sorry, it's not like we were just going out to dinner, it's ice cream. To me, that's like a special memory for kids. You know, that's what it was for me when I was growing up, is you go get ice cream. And it was like a family event, you know, Sunday night, we're all going to get ice cream. And it was just, if all of us weren't such happy people, it would have bothered us way more than it did. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because that one was just miserable. And I understand people have things going on in their life that stresses them out. Again, you need to figure out how to handle that on your own. Okay? I went to work the day of my dad's funeral. I couldn't even go to the funeral, but I had to be at work. And I had to slap a smile on my face and get through it. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay? You're the one that chose that job. No one forced you to fill out that application. Sorry, that rant is over with. I was livid that she was treating the kids the way she was. She was rolling her eyes at everybody. Like, woman, come on. And I'm legitimately like one of the most understanding people to people having a bad day in the service industry. That was uncalled for. That was so uncalled for. So I can only imagine how much business she's chasing away, because I can tell you one thing. That place was so cool too. They had like 34, 40 something flavors of ice cream, right? I'd love to go back there. I ain't walking in there when there's a cancer standing there at the counter to greet me. Nope. I will go get shitty soft serve from Dairy Queen where they fucking smile at you through the drive-thru. How about that? So, I mean, people don't understand. You have an employee like that, that will cost you the best employees ever. And that young man, he needs a raise for putting up with that shit. You need to buy him a gift card to his favorite restaurant. You need to send him on a whole weekend off to do whatever the fuck he wants. Because I can only imagine how his nervous system feels walking in those doors knowing he's dealing with her. I can only imagine. And if you don't believe me, I'm sure my friends are going to end up in the comment section talking about her too, because we were mad. I don't understand, like, the point of being miserable. But hey, listen, I've never understood it. We're not even going to go there. Shut up, Desiree. Shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. Oh, here's my other crystal. Okay, first, Maddie had these on her wall, and she said, these do not belong to me. These belong in your house. And she was 1,000% right, because when I saw them, I went, ugh. Okay, so look at them. Ow, fuck, shit. Sorry. Look at them. They're wooden tea light holders. Are they so cute? Photos? Are those photos? Hey, they're from the Hobbs of the Lobs. So I have these Maddie sent me home with. I'm telling you, me and my friends, man, we like, the way we just like share stuff and give stuff to each other. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and here's my other crystal that I got. I forgot the name of it. I'm so bad with names, you guys. But yeah, I love my new crystals. I have a lot of crystals already, but nowhere near as big. Dude, Maddie's got a crystal like this big, and it weighs like, I don't even know how. If I bet I could curl it. I bet I could dumbbell curl that shit. It would hurt though. It would hurt. So yeah, it's been, whew, it was a weekend. I'm so grateful for the weekend. Saturday, we went and did hubby's tattoo. He got, I can't remember. It was like Angus from AC/DC, I think, tattooed on his arm. He's got like rock and roll tattoos. My husband is a rock and roll man. He always has been, always will be. So I kind of wish my dad would have met him, because my dad would have loved him. Oh, also, Claire gave me these, and I wanted to put them on a survival stand. So let's do that now. And then today, I'm gonna be cleaning. I'm gonna get showered. I'm gonna go to the store. Look at her. Look at her. Hold on. She's going all the way up here. Boom. Yep. Yep. Right there. Yeah. She's so gorgina. And then we're gonna put one on the fridge, because why not? Put one here, and then put one here. How would we do that one? Now we have unicorns everywhere. Because I'm a unicorn, in case you didn't know. So, any hoots, toots, fruits. That was my rant for the day. I'm sorry I got so angry. I just get very irritated because I had the worst days of my life, and I never once got a complaint ever on my customer service. It's part of the job, period. That young man needs a raise. He deserves it. I felt so bad for him. Especially when you have like 3 people who work the industry and we know exactly what's going on. So I'm actually going to forward this video. I'm not even going to send an email. I'm going to send this link to Scoops so they can see it. Because I know I'm definitely not the only person who experienced it. And you have an amazing, amazing ice cream shop, but you have a cancer running your front line. And put her in the back. Let her mix some ice cream or something. Don't put her online. Don't put her online. I just don't, no. I'm so mad. So anyways, I thought I was going to get in big trouble by TJ for getting Giovanni home so late, but thankfully it was a school night. And I felt bad because I kept telling Maddie, I was like, okay, we got to leave. And I was like, okay, 10 more minutes and we're leaving. 10. But you know how it is when you're with friends and you're just having fun? Like, this is what I love about my friends. We don't need anything, right? I showed up at Maddie's. Kids go in the living room. They're all playing. Me, Maddie, and Joe are laying on the floor, sitting on the floor with carpet, talking for hours. We don't even need a table and chairs, okay? We're just sitting there talking. And, like, all of our conversations, and that's something I said to Maddie yesterday. It was like, I've never seen a group of friends who can grow and heal together the way we do. And nothing is used, like, to hurt people. And our group of friends, we've sat around and talked about some of the hardest shit that we've, like, our biggest traumas in life, you know? And it's never been anything but true love and true support and, like, true helping each other grow through the pain and heal from it. And it's a blessing. It will always, I will never take for granted what I have now, especially, like, in terms of my husband, my friends, and the people that I surround myself with, because it's just fucking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Things I'm grateful for. Coming home to a clean house. I left here at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. I got home at 11:40 at night. And it felt good to have honey taking care, you know, taking care of stuff while I'm gone. I honestly don't think my ex-husband ever once did dishes. My first husband. I don't think he ever once did dishes. He would wash clothes. He would never fold them. I mean, my husband folds clothes, but I told him just doing the laundry was more than enough. I don't worry about the folding. I got that because he knows I'm kind of weird about how some of my stuff gets folded. And I was never like that before. That happened in sobriety. I don't know how. Because I used to hate laundry because of the trauma associated with it. True story. That's a very true story. I've worked my way through that in therapy. Before my stepmom was diagnosed with mental illness and then treated for it, laundry was what would trigger her. And then she would take it out on us. So I had a huge thing against laundry for a very long time. Anywho, things I'm grateful for. My husband going to multiple locations to get me my electrolytes. When I saw that this morning, I immediately called him and I was like, what? God. And he was like, well, yeah, babe, I wasn't sure if you would like the cherry limeade because that was the one flavor that they had of the 2 bags. Because, I mean, I always buy them 2 bags at a time every couple months when GNC has their sale. And he's like, well, I know, like, I didn't know if you were going to like the cherry limeade and I didn't want you to not have them. So he said, I went to the gym and then I went to the GNC, the other GNC. And it's little things like that, you know, he does. And I love surprising him with stuff. That's my favorite. This is when I get to surprise him with things. So, all right. 3 things I'm grateful for. Crystals and my spirituality and, you know, where I'm at with that. I'm very, very, very comfortable. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, you guys are talking about all the orbs in my videos. 90% of the time, it's my mom, my stepmom. And it's almost always when I'm talking about her, okay? If I mention her, she's usually going to show up in an orb. And what's really weird is I don't see it on screen. Like, a lot of times, if a piece of hair or something flies off me, I'll see it. And you guys will see me, like, you know, move it down. But I don't see the orbs on screen until I'm editing the video. Okay, so yes. Oh, do you see a hot flash? Do you see a hot flash? Where's my fan? Okay, so yes, the orbs, they're my mom. Okay, every medium reading I've had since she passed away, she's always told me she will be here, and she has been since she passed. Her and my grandma, her and her mom, which is funny because every time they have come through together in a medium reading, well, no, every time they've come through in a medium reading, they've come through together, and they're either arguing with each other and fighting for attention, which is very much the way they were, or my grandma is apologizing to my mom for being an asshole, which makes sense. And it's crazy that like mediums pull this out of a reading and they're like, well, your grandma's apologizing to your mom right now. I'm like, fitting, very fitting. They were very chaotic together. My stepmom loved her mother to pieces. My grandma Irene was a little wackadoodle, okay? We loved her, but she wasn't the nicest. She loved me. I was the favorite grandkid, and I wasn't even biologically hers. True story. That woman, I was her favorite. I'm positive that all my brothers and sisters are still jealous of how much Gigi loved me, period. We called her Gigi. My cousin Scott, who is one generation under me in cousinhood, so he's technically my second cousin. He started calling my grandma Gigi for great grandma. She adopted him and took care of him until she passed away. Now my Uncle Carl has raised him, you know, and takes care of him. And Gigi was, she was a sparky little one. Oh, I miss her so much though. She was so funny. We were talking shit. Listen, I've never even told you this story. I legitimately woke her up out of a coma. No shit. Swear to God. Okay, listen. So like, my mom had a lot of health problems, but before her health problems were Gigi's health problems, okay? Because Gigi was also a type 2 diabetic, much like my mom, who did not take care of herself. Monkey see, monkey do. And so Gigi had a lot of issues in and out the hospital for years, okay? I get a phone call at work one day. My mom is hysterically crying. Gigi is in a coma. She went into diabetic ketoacidosis coma. Not good, if you know. You know? So anyways, went the next couple days. Every day I'd get off work, I'd go down and I'd pick my mom up, take her down to Akron General Hospital, and sit with Gigi, wait for her to wake up. She wasn't waking up. So about a week goes by. And parking is expensive. Hospitals are expensive. I am a single mother of 2 very young children at this point in time, and I ain't got the fucking time to play with you anymore. So I show up. My mom's in the hospital room, and my grandpa's in the hospital room. Now, what was funny is my grandpa and my grandma, they didn't like each other until they got divorced, okay? There's a reason why I'm in therapy, you guys. Like, I can't make this shit up. So we're sitting there, and it was like 2 hours, and I was like, why are we sitting here? Like, this is the point where I'm getting fed up, because like taking this much of my time and attention and you're pretending to die, we're not gonna play this game anymore. So I started talking mad shit to my grandma. Now, if you knew our relationship, you would know that we regularly cursed each other out and then would laugh about it, okay? Because that's who my Gigi was. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn it, Irene, get your ass up out of this bed. You think we would just want to watch you just lay here and like we're just sleeping and everybody wants to be here and watch you sleep? Like, people have lives to live, Irene. People have things to do. Are you going to fucking wake up from your little nippy nap? And I'm just going off. And my mom and grandpa are laughing hysterically because they know that this is something I would say straight to her face if her eyes were open, you know? And next thing you know, I'm just popping off, talking shit. And out of nowhere, you hear Irene SQ go, Desiree, shut up. And we were like, oh my God. My mom ran out of the room and she was like, my daughter just woke her up out of a coma. She went home from the hospital a few days later. You're welcome, Gigi. So Gigi, my mom, and Laura, or Gigi and my mom, Irene and Laura, they come through every single reading. And this last reading that I had, you wanna know what's wild? When my dad came through, he asked multiple times for permission. Look, he's here right now. Hi, Daddy. He asked multiple times for permission to speak with me through the medium. And she's like, of course, like your daughter's here to talk to you. And he said, no, I need to respect her boundaries because I was no contact with my dad. So I had to give him permission to speak with me. And that was You can ask Mama Loves Macros. That reading was crazy. Serenity Jenny, she's like the Pittsburgh Teresa Caputo. I can't guarantee that you will get a reading with her because I waited some time. Okay, but she is truly phenomenal, and I can't wait to go get some Reiki done for her or by her. So, yeah. And okay, so I don't even know how we got on this topic, but what I wanted to tell you was like yesterday at Maddie's house, she got these crystals all over the place, like protection crystals, and I was looking at the side of the fridge. Now, Joe's parents are gone. They passed. And I was looking at the side of the fridge. And all I said was, oh my God, his parents are so freaking, like you could just feel the love radiating from these pictures. I said, his parents are just, they were beautiful. And Maddie goes, oh yeah, she said, George's spirit was the best spirit you'll ever known. And I kid you not, as soon as we said that, whoo, he showed up. He showed up, and when I'm telling you, my whole body, toes to the top of my head, ice. I looked at Maddie, I said, I have felt a lot of shit in my life in terms of spirits and stuff, and even the psychic confirmed, like back when I've always had it, and I've just always ignored it. But Joe's dad, I have never felt, it was weird because it was like head to toe, ice, but like a warm hug. It was like, it wasn't like a shiver. It was like a, you know, like the coldness you get. And then it was just like, and I was like, George, I've never met you, but I love you. I love him. So that was nice. And Maddie was like, oh yeah, he's here all the time. Like he loved those grandbabies and he is there all the time. So it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, people are probably like, this bitch is crazy. No, actually I'm more sane now than ever before. True story. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go do my journaling. It is late. It is, oh, I forgot to charge my watch. 7:55 in the morning. This is the latest I've slept in a little while. My husband was like, babe, just take it easy today. You had a busy weekend. And I'm like, nah, I got to get stuff done. But he wants me to just relax. And I don't know how to fucking do that. Okay. I don't know. Anyways, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you feel so loved today. And you do something for yourself, whether it's a bubble bath, journaling, reading 5 minutes of your favorite book, watching your favorite movie that makes you laugh. Doesn't matter what it is. Have a wonderful day. And Scoops, thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.